All right, so we're joined by Colorado's best attorney, Phil Harding. So Phil, let's do some myth busting here today. We're talking about law myths for criminal cases, civil cases, all that kind of stuff. And I want to start with something that's really interesting to me. Can you record phone calls? Are those admissible in court? All that kind of stuff.
Sure, let's call it law busters,
okay.
Right? All right, let's talk about, and this is only here in Colorado, and so in Colorado, it's known as the unreliable ear, right? You and I are
unreliable ear.
Yeah,
okay.
That's kind of the theory behind it. And so if you and I are talking on the phone and you're recording it, it's legal, right? So only one party needs to know. Now, if you're calling into California and you're recording it, that's illegal because California is a two-party state.
Oh, so okay, so across state lines.
Once you go across state lines, also if you and I are just talking, you could record it. Here's kind of a law buster kind of thing. An attorney cannot record any conversation without your permission.
So you have to declare it.
I would have to, yeah, it's considered unethical for an attorney to do it, but you as a private citizen could do that.
Interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, so this is a big topic here in today's digital society.
Yep.
Contracts. Does everything have to be in writing? You know, we digitally sign everything nowadays.
Right. So it does not. But it gets down to evidence. And there are like 6 exceptions that do need to be in writing. It's called statute of frauds. You can look it up. But a contract itself does not need to be in writing for it to be enforceable. But if you sue someone on it, then it's evidence, right? You would say, oh, you agreed to sell me the Ferrari for $1,000.
For $1,000.
And I was like, no, I agreed to the Pinto, for $1,000.
That's more like it.
So this is what I want you to do. If you're entering into a verbal contract, pull out your phone and just record it and say to the guy, I'm selling you my Pinto for $1,000 and you agree, and they say yes. That's totally admissible. You could also record. Remember on that first thing, can you record conversations? You could record it yourself. It's harder to get admitted, if both parties don't agree to it. And if the other side goes, you know what, I don't feel comfortable about you recording this, there's something wrong with that. Don't go into a contract with them.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on. We've got most cases go to trial. Now, I think I know the answer to this, but what do you say?
Yeah, let's just talk about statistically. Of the cases that come in, and I'm talking about personal injury cases, civil cases, and 1 out of 20 I actually have to file a lawsuit on. Of those, about 1 out of 10 actually goes to trial.
So very few.
Yeah, a 0.5%.
Because you're settling.
Yeah, you're settling.
You're going to get to money.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also go with an attorney that has tried cases before.
Good point.
Right. So they know. Okay, he knows how to.
In case you do have to go to court.
Right.
All right. So car accident myths. Taking statements. Is that something that they have to do immediately?
Okay. There are different parties that take statements. There's the police, and they take statements. There's your insurance company, right? They can take your statement. There's the other side's insurance company. If the other side reaches out to you and tries to get a statement within 15 days and you're injured, and by injury, it means that you've seen anyone, primary care, went to the hospital, any of that, totally inadmissible if they take a statement within 15 days. And the reason why is, right after the accident, you don't know how much. You just say my neck and my back.
You've preached that so many times on this show. You got to be very careful with that.
Yep.
Okay, another one here. The other side can settle your injury case within the first month. What's going on there?
Yeah, they can settle the property damage claim, but not the injury claim, because the people at our state capitol know you don't know the extent of your injuries at least after a month. So you can't even settle a case. And if you do settle a case within 30 days, you can go back to the insurance company afterwards and say, give me some more money.
Okay, and one final one. The person that caused the accident has no insurance, so you get nothing.
Yep. You automatically have on your car insurance something that's known as uninsured, underinsured, unless you signed a waiver. Most people haven't, so you've got that.
Perfect.
Criminal. Do we have time for criminal?
No, I don't think that we do.
Okay, maybe next time we'll talk about Miranda rights.
Because this list just goes on and on and
does.
on. But you covered some very important things here today, Phil. Thank you for that. So to reach Harding & Associates directly, call 303-762-9500. And you can get a free consultation anytime. You can find Phil online at hLaw.com. And Phil, thanks again for coming in today and sponsoring this segment.
Thank you.
Yeah.